I don't mean to sound conceited, but ain't nobody fucking with me. Tell motherfuckers goodbye. I'm too high up to see y'all way down there, and I know that makes you.
What is up, YouTube? Today we are bringing you some NCAA 13 gameplay. Super excited about this game. This game is looking to be awesome. You got 3 choices from the demo to pick from your teams. You got the Oregon Ducks, USC Trojans, you got Baylor and Kansas State, and you have Alabama and LSU. I went ahead and grabbed Kansas State. Not a fan of them or anything like that, but I wanted to get a not such a powerful team and mess around with them. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and listen into this intro here.
The pride has been restored for Baylor, and now the green and gold on the field and hoping to make a statement with a big victory at home today. That's going to wrap it up here in the studio, but we'll be here to keep you up to date on everything else going on in college football throughout our game. But it's time for ESPN's College Football. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit on the call.
From Floyd Casey Stadium, where they play
As you can
football
see,
for over 50 years.
they've done a lot to NCAA. This mode right here that I'm playing in, it's not play now. It's a part of their dynasty that they're going to be bringing to us, and that's what, you know, we're all going to join once the game drops. So that's just a live look in at that. Let you guys hear that and see how it plays out. Here they are coming from the tunnel. I guess they don't have no special entrances. I really don't know too much about Baylor, other than obviously RG3 was a beast. They don't have any tradition that I can see, because they probably would have incorporated it into the game. But that's cool. But you get to see them coming out the tunnel. Really excited about this game. The one thing that I'm noticing when I played is the strafe button. I don't think it works, or it's not in the game, because obviously if you want to pick the ball off and lurk stuff and, you know, have good user skill, you always, you know, you get on your safety or your linebacker, whatever you like to play, and you come out and you're strafing around, you know, watching what's opening up. It seems like you can do that, but if you click on someone else and then try and strafe over, or even if you turn, let me cut to something real quick. This right here is in NCAA only. You guys aren't used to it if you play Madden. You can pick whether, I put my settings just like that. Conservative for catching and running. If you need to go back and read what they do, I put my catching and running on conservative, so that way I don't drop as many passes, and on conservative you won't fumble. You have 0 chance to fumble unless you get big hit. That's the only way that you will fumble. They can have 100 strip animations on you and the ball will never come out. You could scramble with the quarterback every time you want, and if they try to strip you, the ball will not come out. I've never been stripped on a conservative game plan. There you go, is a live look in at a score, which is pretty cool. That's really realistic. So yeah, I forgot what I was talking about before I started telling you about the change of adjustments. You can see it down there. If you hit LB, that's what you would hit, and it would bring those adjustments back up. You can change them throughout the course of the game. Basically on offense, right here I'm trying to run an option. I don't know how to pitch the ball. It's not L trigger. Obviously IMAD figured that out before I did, because on his last video he housed it. He was pretty excited about it. So I just didn't know how to pitch. I guess it's LB now. It's not left trigger anymore. So what else was I going to talk about? There was one other thing. Oh, on the offensive side, at the top, if you noticed on my adjustments, I put my wide receivers to aggressive. And that's so that if you put it on conservative, they'll go to their route, and as soon as like the route's over, they'll start coming back. So if your quarterback doesn't have a strong arm and you're trying to hit someone deep, they could stop the route and you could throw a damn pick. So I always put that on aggressive every time. That's the best thing to do, is just put it on aggressive. And right here's one of those new touch passes that they have in the game. Pretty cool. So, and then on defense, I usually like to go switch it from, if conservative and this is all still on the adjustments. Switch it to conservative or aggressive. If you put it on aggressive, you're supposed to get more picks. If you put it on basically, the defender will try and jump more of the passes for picks. Sometimes they miss it though, and it kind of screws you over. But if you do have it on conservative, if the ball's thrown right at them, they'll swat it down. Like, it doesn't matter. They will not go for any picks. So if anything, you put it on balanced if you don't want to play on aggressive. I usually leave mine on balanced. Another thing is the defensive line. You probably think, oh, that'd be cool, put it on aggressive and it'll jump to snap every time, because that's what it says. Well, the downside is, if on last year's game anyways, if anybody fake hiked you, you went offsides. It didn't matter. And then if you went back and took it off on the next play and they still fake hiked you, you would go offsides again. So it was pretty stupid. You had to call timeout basically so that the game wouldn't do that to you, because they'd keep doing it and you could get booted for, excessive grieving or whatever they call it, going offsides, just because you know how people get pissed off and they rage like that. They keep going offsides and get kicked out of the game. They'll basically think you're doing that. So I put it on here just to see, but obviously the computer isn't going to fake snap me. And right here, I was trying to pump fake, but whatever. We'll go ahead and get the user catch on your ass. Oh my goodness, what a sweet animation. Face catching is really hard this year. It might be out altogether. I'm going to have to mess with it some more, see what angle I need to come in to grab the ball, whether I need to come from the left to the right, right to the left, stuff like that. You can see the motion blur on that, and that's sick. So basically just going to show you guys the first quarter and give you guys a quick glimpse of this. Oh yeah, and the kicking meter right there, it is like I thought it would be. It is the right stick, kind of like, the Tiger Woods thing where you hit it down and then hit the right stick back up to stop it. You can see it's not too hard. I kicked it pretty center right there. I didn't have too much of a shank in my swing, I guess you could call it. So I'm sure Madden's is going to have the same meter, because they said they were going to have the same control in each game this year. So it'll be easier to go back from NCAA to Madden once they come out. But I'm sure a lot of people, if you do get NCAA, you'll see they do come out, play NCAA and glitch and find all these exploits and all this shit you got to deal with for the first month, and then after that they're gone. Like, they all went to Madden and start glitching out Madden and BSing on there, which is fine. They do bring some good competition to the NCAA side at the very beginning and early. And right here I go ahead and give him a kill shot. Hit sticks feels about the same. It doesn't feel any harder. It doesn't feel any easier. It feels just like Madden this year. And my opinion, I think the game actually feels like this year's Madden as far as game speed goes, the way you can control your receivers. I thought last year's game was fast compared to Madden. Right there, see, that's just, I didn't know who it was going to give me. Then I didn't know, I couldn't strafe to get in front of it. So you can see right there, I'm still trying to get used to the controller and the way they have it, or the way they let you control your players. But there's the end of the first quarter. I'm glad I got to score at least, so it wasn't an embarrassing ass kicking for me or something like that. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you want to see more videos, just let me know. Thumbs up, rate, and subscribe. Oh yeah, I did end up winning the game. I think it ended up being 21. I think it was 21-0 or something like that. We'll see if I'll let you guys take a quick peek here and see if I can, if old Thumbs can be clutch and come through right here and get a stop just playing zone. I don't even know what the hell I'm in. I think it's a dime cover 3 or what. You can see right here, watch that DB. He presses the guy and then he drops back underneath. They'll show this replay. Check this out. See how he's pressing him? He releases, but he still follows through on his zone. And the cool thing is the pick on the sideline. That never happens. Basically, what I'm going to show you next is just some footage I recorded this morning when I got off work. I wanted to add it in so you guys could see how the end of a game shapes up, since I didn't get the end of the game I recorded for Baylor and Kansas State yesterday. So I'll let you guys go ahead and listen in on this.
As we finish up the broadcast, what do you have to say about how this game turned out, Kurt?
Well, I'm shocked by the final score. I expected this to be a close game.
Teabag.
Got flat out embarrassed, and these players sure look disappointed.
No, I want no teabag.
They just got to learn to
still
move on and try
catch.
to improve.
There's Chip Kelly. I guess he gained some weight, you know, hugging Lane Kiffin. Gained a little weight on the off season.
Here's another look at our selection for the EA Sports Player of the Game. For USC, they continue their dominance
there
on the
you can
gridiron
see,
with a 9-0 record.
Kind of did pretty good with Matt Barkley, not too bad.
That 8-0 start, dashing any dreams of going undefeated.
It's all right, Spike. Cheer up.
Thank you for tuning in for another game of NCAA football.
And then here's just a few replays of how I
ESPN,
scored, so you can see some of the catch animations
with
actually.
EA Sports and my partners Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews, Brad Nessler saying, see you next time.
Right there, you can see the receiver just high points the ball right over the defensive back, so that's pretty sick. Right here, you can see me throw it to the sideline. See how I changed that angle right there? I went swiveled inside and then back outside, and I got that animation right there. So that was pretty sick too. But this video is coming to an end, guys. So remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you want to see some more demo gameplay, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do what I can. Also, make sure you finish out the game so you can get all the Heisman players that they give you at the end for each team. I'm out. Peace.